upper middle class neighborhood, put them into a school in the inner city, and then hope that she can teach those students.
Well, you seen Dangerous Minds? That's California, isn't it?
Yeah, basically.
No, I'm playing. Okay, let's keep going. Critical race theory.
I'm for it.
Reparations.
I'm for it, but we have to discuss how it's going to happen.
It's probably on a federal level, too. High-speed rail.
Nope. Cut it. 100%.
Nuclear power.
Yes.
Civil forfeiture.
Yeah, I'm for it, but I mean, obviously within the bounds of reason and law.
People's Bank.
Yes. I don't like privatized banks at all. Neither did the founding fathers. So.
Take that, private banks. Prostitution. Safe and legal.
Yeah.
Prostitution.
Yeah, I'm for the legalization of prostitution. If we can't get to the legalization of it, then I'll definitely support the decriminalization, just because it actually makes things safer for them and everyone involved.
Corporate personhood.
No.
Qualified immunity.
Explain that.
That's police officers. They, a lot of times they'll say they're part of the state, so therefore they kind of have a higher threshold. It's a way they kind of get away with crimes. I don't want to be biased, but it's kind of a thing they use to get away with crimes. They'll shoot somebody, but they'll say that they're the cop or whatever, so the state, they have extra things that they got to think about, so they got qualified immunity, therefore...
No, we have to hold them accountable.
Good answer. War on drugs.
And it's been a failure, and I would actually support the decriminalization of all drugs. Not the legalization, but the decriminalization of all drugs.
Even meth and heroin?
The decriminalization of it, yeah. I don't think you should be arrested for addiction. I think you should get treatment. Right.
I have, unless you're committing crimes, I only feel pity for you if you're a heroin addict and you're just shooting up needles all day long. I feel sorry for you. Good, man. I think I've ran through a whole bunch of the whole list there. I got two more questions for you, and then I guess we'll just open it up for anything you want to say. I was listening to, I guess, a debate you had done about how young people, you said in California, don't actually want to own. They don't want to own property. They don't want to own housing. They don't want to own land. And so I guess you were saying like a universal basic income. You want freedom from want. So as long as you got a check and you got a bank account that the check's going into, then you could kind of get housing throughout the whole state. Is that what you were saying, or could you explain that?
So young people, at least currently, the mindset is that, at least from the people I've talked to, is that owning property is not only so volatile right now, but it's just so nearly impossible that what they're so focused on is just being able to have housing infrastructure, being able to pay their bills, and just being able to have self-care and being able to treat themselves. And adding property on top of that just seems like so out of reach that young people just tend to not even go for it unless they already have money. So most lower income people are just, I guess I would say, more comfortable with renting, or more middle class young people are more comfortable with renting than actually buying, unless I guess the whole situation between housing affordability and inflation changes.
I gotcha. So I came across two other questions, too quick. The Derrick Chauvin verdict. Are you okay with the Derrick Chauvin verdict?
Yeah, I'm fine with it. At first, I was kind of when it first came out, I was like, it's weird to say I was like against it, because I thought it was changing the precedent of how would I say it? Because back when it came out, it was sort of going out. They didn't do things the exact proper channels through things, and so I was kind of like against it. But knowing that he's an absolute asshole, I'm not gonna stand in the way of it. I'm not gonna be like staying in his defense, because he was a terrible person and he definitely is guilty. I thought that they ruled him as a murderer rather than through manslaughter charges. I guess in the state in Minnesota? No, is it Minnesota? Minneapolis?
I don't. I forget. I can look it up real
whatever
quick.
it was. I guess second-degree murder is also classified as manslaughter wherever it's at. While in California, manslaughter is I believe classified as third and fourth-degree murder. So I didn't quite. So I went from the California perspective that that's a dangerous precedent, but no, it's just back there. Their definition of murder and manslaughter are much closer related than.
So you would say that it's more manslaughter than first-degree murder?
Yeah, I would say it's more manslaughter, but it's also super negligent.
Right.
But at the same time, it's not justified. I know he felt like no remorse for it, and he showed no remorse. So at that point, I'm also like, whatever happens.
Well, a lot of people are usually against taxes. I don't know if this is just something for you to think about, or if this is a yes or no question. But is there a way to raise funds for government services without raising taxes? Could you, I don't know, like have a pizza place that's for the government? Do you know? Do you have any ideas on that?
Countries have tried state-run industries before, and unless they're like major utility industries, then it just doesn't work out. So the best way to raise money for a government is through taxes, and it's the only way that actually works. I mean, I would say like I'm in favor of raising taxes, but mainly on the upper end. The highest earners, because they don't pay taxes in the state. Like literally, they are absolutely terrible at paying taxes. Like our highest earning corporations, our richest individuals, they don't pay nearly as much in taxes as the lower income people and businesses.
Larry Elder is saying that they're getting overtaxed, and that's why they're all fleeing and going to Texas or something.
Well, yeah, small businesses are. Big businesses are staying here.
Are you gonna stay in California if Larry Elder becomes governor?
I'm gonna stay in California because my whole goal after that would be to get him out. Yeah, no, I don't flee from a situation if it doesn't turn out the way I want it to. I'm gonna stay and fight to make it better. And I know like a lot of people have been talking about, like a lot of the candidates were talking about, so many people are leaving, and if we fix California, they can come back. I don't want those people coming back. If they left when California needed them the most, then I don't want them back here.
Yeah, no, I feel you. Yeah, when the going got tough, they took off, didn't they? They're like, well, we got to get the hell out of here.
Yeah, exactly. And so like I'm not down for that BS. Like I'm not going to include them in it. Like Kevin Paffrath, he put up advertisements on billboards for his candidacy in Texas so he could get donations from Californians who fled to Texas. I don't want those people donating to.
Yeah, no, that's great. Maybe you need to put some billboards right behind his, or right on the side of his billboard saying, on second thought, just stay here.
Yeah. Stay here, don't come back.
Yeah, don't you ever come back.
Yeah, don't Texas my California.
There you go. Larry Elder, any comments about him? I mean, Kevin Paffrath is, disappointing because he's a right-winger running as a Democrat, but right-wingers running as a right-winger is just as, frightening, I think.
Yeah, so Larry Elder is 100% a token, and he knows that he's being used as a token, and he loves it. And I have no respect for him as a human being. He's 100% a sellout. And you know why I'm not afraid to say it? It's because he literally plays into what white supremacists want him to say. When you defend slave owners, when you defend fucking slave owners, then I have no respect for you.
It's almost racist to not criticize a person that's kind of, just because you're black, is that supposed to keep you immune from the racist crap coming out of your mouth?
Yeah, exactly. Like what?
No, exactly. So he should be called out. Yeah, what did he say about the slave owners? Oh, yeah, he was saying that reparations is so crazy. Why don't we just give money to the slave owners, which is... God, it's just I couldn't feel sorry for the slave owners, let alone think about like giving them a check, like long ago. Yeah. So, anyways, that's the end of my questions. Is there any big platform planks that's on your platform that I haven't talked about or that you want to mention?
I guess I would just say like how my campaign can be like summed up in 3 simple platforms. So my campaign, can be summed up in 3 simple platforms: affordable housing, affordable education, and affordable health care, with an emphasis on how it affects young people. And the way we fix these issues is that instead of just talking about these issues as a general apparatus of discussion, we bring young people into the conversation. We ask them what they want, how they would solve it. Because if we're going to talk about the future, we have to include the future, and that future is young people.
Very good. I like you come across Maslow's hierarchy of needs?
I have.
That's what it sounds like you're talking about. Some big ticket items, but healthcare, education, housing. That's things we all need. So that's something that kind of unites us all. And the whole thing with young people, I think, is new energy and new ideas. So I think, to not include, and they're also the future, like you said. They're for our species, for the sake of our species, we should care about our young people.
And here's the thing: we talk about these issues every 4 years, and that's all we talk about every 4 years. But then it's like in the middle, it's like after the election cycle until the next one, nothing gets done, and it's because you know why? It's no longer politically expedient. Like Black Lives Matter, we're not even talking about it right now. Why? Because it's no longer between Democrats and Republicans. It's now Democrat and Democrats. Did police brutality end right now? Is it no longer happening? No, it's still happening. It's just not politically expedient to talk about. So like in 2012 with Trayvon Martin, we talked about that. It was an election season. 2016, same thing. 2020, same thing. But did police brutality end within the 3 years between each election? No. It just wasn't politically exploitative to talk about. And so young people, I think, are just tired of it. I know I'm tired of it. I'm tired of just being used as a political talking point every 4 years. And I think we're going to see a lot more politicians going to have to actually make real change in order for them to keep their seats.
No, that's just something for you to think about. That's you have all the same frustrations that I have, and I don't think California is really different than the rest of us. There's you can build something to think about. You can build a system, independent of the current system, and then you can also build like a pressure campaign or like your own little entourage of sort of you find the decision makers and then you put the pressure on them, so you can kind of build your own system outside the system, or you can like an inside-outside kind of strategy, so you can put the pressure on when these people come in. Because you see what I'm saying? Like if you have a pressure, I guess I don't have a good word for it, but if like you have a pressure group for the mayor to just say universal health care. So when the person gets elected, regardless of who they are, you got the people and you got the machine that's ready to put the pressure on to, get the whatever, get the debates, get the stickers, get the questionnaires, whatever it takes to. So something to think about. Just you can, because you're right. I think that I've been disappointed by the leaders in America. So I think you are your own best. You're your own best ally. So. Yeah. Man, God, this was fun, John Robert Drake. Thank you for talking to me, and good luck with the rest of your campaign.
Thank you, and I'm sorry it took me so long to get back to you. I honestly had over 100 message requests, and I was just like, I cannot get to these. But now I have a campaign team, and so they actually were like, okay, we'll go through these and let you know if you have any interview requests. And so you came across, I was like, oh, okay, so we have to do this one. So, yeah, sorry about it.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. And if I don't know if there's anything I could do, but good luck to you in the next couple of days, and hopefully you'll win.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, enjoy your day, man. Bye.
All right, you too. Bye.